everyone. Today our topic is about operations and functions. So operations, we have four operation as you may know, the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, and the division. While function, it is the relation between the domain and the range. And it is denoted by the symbol f open parenthesis x and close parenthesis. It is read as f of x. So now in our first example, let us first find the sum of functions. So sum of function, the formula for this is f plus g of x. So in our first example, f of x is equals to 3x plus 4 and g of x is equals to 2x minus 1. So the first step would be copy the formula. So the formula is f plus g of x is equals to 3x. Copy the equation of the f function, which is 3x plus 4, and then add, since we are finding for the sum of the functions. Then copy the equation of the g function, which is 2x minus 1. Then simply add like terms. So 3x plus 2x is equals to 5x, and 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. So therefore, f plus g of x is equals to 5x plus 3. So here in our second example, f of x is equals to 2x minus 5 and g of x is equals to 4x squared. So first, copy the formula, which is f plus g of x is equals to copy the equation of the f function, which is 2x minus 5, and then add, since we are finding for the sum of the functions. Then copy the equation of the g function, which is 4x squared. Since we have no like terms, we're just going to arrange them. So 4x squared will become the first, then followed by 2x, and then followed by negative 5. So therefore, f plus g of x is equals to 4x squared plus 2x minus 5. So in our third example, f of x is equals to x squared over x plus 2 and g of x is equals to 4x. So again, copy the formula, f plus g of x is equals to, copy the equation of the f function, which is x squared over x plus 2, then plus, since we are finding for the sum of the functions, then copy the equation of the g function, which is 4x. So what we're going to do here is we are going to multiply 4x by x plus 2, and then we are going to put it in the numerator. So first copy x squared, then copy 4x, then multiply 4x by x. 4x times x is equals to 4x squared. 4x times 2 is equals to 8x. So now we are just going to copy the denominator, which is x plus 2. And then simplify. So x squared plus 4x squared is 5x squared, then plus 8. And then copy the denominator, x plus 2. So therefore, f plus g of x is equals to 5x squared plus 8 over x plus 2. So now let us find the difference of functions. The formula for the difference of function is f minus g of x. So in our first example, f of x is equals to 3 plus 1 over x, and g of x is equals to 1 over x. Again, copy first the formula, f minus g of x. Copy the equation of the f function, which is 3 plus 1 over x, then subtract since we are finding for the difference of function, and then copy the equation of the g function, which is 1 over x. So since 1 over x and negative 1 over x is a similar fraction, we are just going to simplify it, or we're just going to subtract it. So copy 3. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0 over x. So 0 over x is equivalent to 0. So therefore, our final answer is f minus g of x is equals to 3. So here in our second example, f of x is equals to 3x plus 4 and g of x is equals to 2x minus 1. Again, first copy the formula, f minus g of x, and then copy the equation of the f function, 3x plus 4, and then subtract since we are finding for the difference of function, and then copy the equation of the g function, which is 2x minus 1. So simply simplify it or subtract like terms. 3x minus 2x is equals to x, and 4 minus 1 is equals so again, I'm sorry. We're going to distribute the negative sign. So 3x, copy this, 3x plus 4. Negative times 2x is negative 2x. And negative times negative is positive 1. So simply simplify it or add or subtract like terms. So 3x minus 2x is equals to x. 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. Positive 5. So therefore, f minus g of x is equals to x plus 5. So here in our third example, f of x is equals to 5x squared plus 2x and g of x is equals to 2x squared. So copy again the formula, f minus g of x, and then copy the equation of the f function, which is 5x squared plus 2x, then subtract, then copy the equation of the g function, which is 2x squared. So simplify or subtract like terms. So 5x squared minus 2x squared is 3x squared, and then copy 2x plus 2x. So therefore, f minus g of x is equals to 3x squared plus 2x. So now let us find the product of function. So the formula for this is f times g of x, and so let us have our first example. Here f of x is equals to 2x squared plus 2 and g of x is equals to 5x. So first again copy the formula, f minus g of x is equals to, copy the equation of the f function, 2x squared plus 2, and then copy the equation of the g function, which is 5x. So multiply 5x by 2x squared. The answer is 10x cubed. Multiply 5x by 2. The answer is 10x. So therefore, f times g of x is equals to 10x cubed plus 10x. So here in our second example, f of x is equals to x plus 5 and g of x is equals to 2x minus 5 over 3. Find f times g of 2. So what we are going to do here is we are going to replace all the x's of f of and g function by 2. So first, let's do it in f function. So f of x is equals to, substitute x by 2, so 2 plus 5. So f of x is equals to 7. Let's do it now for the g function. So g of x is equals to 2, substitute it by 2, then minus 5 over 3. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 5 over 3. 4 minus 5 is negative 1 over 3. So now our f function is 7. Our g function is negative 1/3. So now let us find for f times g. So f times g, copy now the new f function which is 7 multiplied by the new g function which is negative 1/3. So negative 1/3. So we are going to multiply numerator by numerator. So 7 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 7 over 3. So therefore, f times g of 2 is equals to negative 7 over 3. So now, in our third example, f of x is equals to 3 to the power of x minus 1 and g of x is equals to 3 to the power of x. So first again, copy the formula. F times g, of x is equals to, copy the f function which is 3 to the power of x minus 1 multiplied by g function which is 3 to the power of x. So according to the law of exponents, if they have the same base, copy the base and add the exponent. So 3, copy 3 since they have the same base. So x, copy the exponent of the f function which is x minus 1 plus, copy the exponent of the g function which is x. So simplify, 3x plus x is equals to 2x minus 1. So therefore, f times g of x is equals to 3 to the power of 2x minus 1. So now, let us find the quotient of functions. So the formula for this is f over x of x, f over g of x. So first again, copy the formula, f over g of x. Then copy the equation of the f function which is 3x plus 4, and then over the g function which is 2x minus 1. So here you cannot simplify it and you cannot divide it since it is an equation. So therefore, this is our final answer. F over g of x is equals to 3x plus 4 over 2x minus 1. So here in our second example, f of x is equals to x minus 1 and g of x is equals to 2x squared plus x minus 3. So first again, copy the formula, f over g of x. Then copy the f function, x minus 1. Copy the equation in the g function which is 2x squared plus x minus 3. So here, unlike in our first example, you can simplify it. So x minus 1. So find the factor of 2x squared plus x minus 3. So the factor of 2x squared plus x minus 3 is x minus 1 and 2x plus 3. So now, since we have x minus 1 in our numerator and x minus 1 in our denominator, we're just going to cancel it out and we're going to have a numerator of 1 and a denominator of 2x plus 3. So therefore, f over g of x is equals to 1 over 2x plus 3. So please like Quezon City Academy Foundation Incorporated on Facebook. It is our one and only official Facebook page. So please like it for further announcements.